Hello and welcome back to my channel. As some of you may or may not know, on last Sunday, the 6th of August, I went to London to attend GoFest. And during GoFest, you gain research tasks to obtain meteorites. And the week prior to this, I did a trade with my friend at work, and I was able to get a hold of a Great League CP RAYQUAZA. So naturally, I went to GoFest and used one of my meteorites to give my RAYQUAZA Dragon Ascent. And I also spent an Elite Charge gem to give it Breaking Swipe as well. So we have a double legacy RAYQUAZA in the Great League, and we're just going to have some fun with this today. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Thank you very much. Jumping straight into the first battle, we lead A/ into Nidoqueen. Pretty good lead for us overall. Obviously, they can hit us for super effective, but we can also hit them for super effective. The opponent is going to make a nice catch, catching my Droron onto their Umbreon. But this isn't too bad because we obviously know it's 4 till the foul play. The first foul play isn't going to do that much damage because we are non-shadow. So we're just going to take this opportunity to farm up a ton of energy, then catch on their 3 cycle to the Altaria, where obviously the Altaria is much tankier than A/. And I know my A/IVs, side note here, my A/IVs are not optimal whatsoever, but I have a very high ranked shadow that is just frustrated, and I am forced to use this one for the time being. So that's that. But anyways, as you can see, we farm down the Umbreon into a range where we can hit it with the Moonblast, and we take out the Umbreon. And now the opponent comes in with an Azumarill, so not looking ideal at the minute. We've still got to deal with this Azumarill. We're going to fire off the Sky type. That actually grabs the shield from the opponent. We managed to fire that off on the CMP tie, so to the Ice Beam, which is very nice. And now we're going to wait out our timer and then come back in with the A/. We have so much energy banked from earlier, and we're going to use it right now. We're going for the first draw run, making sure to throw on proper fast move timing. Sorry, I'm going to throw after 4. And that is also optimum fast move timing. When it's 2 turn versus 3 turn, you want to throw on 1, 4, 7, or 10. And we're actually going to shield up the A/ here because we really need to get this Azumarill into a range where our big boy in the back can come in and hopefully look to farm him down. And that's exactly what we're going to do. RAYQUAZA is looking for the farm down. The opponent will make the Ice Beam, but we can shield this up and we get the farm down. The opponent comes back in with the Nidoqueen, and they will make a charge move. We have no shields left. What move are they running? It's just a Poison Fang, and we survive. And RAYQUAZA makes it to the Dragon Ascent. Dragon Ascent going to be one-shotting this Nidoqueen, and we managed to win that game. So well played to the opponent there. Thank you very much for the game. Moving into the next battle, we have a pretty good lead for us here. A Galarian Weezing on the lead. And we're going to throw the draw run on 7, and we actually lose CMP. So we play to a CMP tie that we do not win. But we will shield up this potential overheat, and they do full send the overheat. We're going to go for the draw run in return, and the opponent will match our shield. And now we are going to go for another draw run here on the CMP tie. And we're going to, it's a bit of a tough call here, but we're going to call it, and it is a bait. So very nice. We're going to call Sludge correctly, and now we get to land this draw run onto the Galarian Weezing, and down he goes. The opponent comes in with an Azumarill, so the second fairy type of the opponent's team. Absolute shambles for our RAYQUAZA in the back. He's sweating back there, but we're just going to continue to farm here against Azumarill. A/ can tank another move easily, and yeah, we're going to throw after 1 for proper fast move timing once again. So lovely stuff. And this Azu is getting pretty low, and I thought I might preserve my A/, so I'm going to swap out here and just basically looking to see whether or not they have Ice Beam, and the opponent doesn't have Ice Beam. They're on Play Rough, and then they swap into an Aurorus. What the hell? Like, their whole team literally beats everything on my team. Well, A/ aside, our backline just dies to their whole team. But anyway, they're going to take us out, so we have to come in, just sack A/ here, and hope that RAYQUAZA can farm down, because but look at the power of the snow damage, absolutely insane. We have to shield their Weather Ball and hope that Azumarill can't make a move and before we make 2 Breaking Swipes, but they are dry, so it is doable. We're going to get this first Breaking Swipe off here. That's going to grab the shield from the opponent, and we're spamming it. We make it to the next Breaking Swipe. RAYQUAZA coming in strong. Fairy type counter confirmed. Deleted by the Breaking Swipe, and well played to the opponent. Moving into the next game, we lead into a Pelipper, and this isn't that bad of a matchup for A slash. We're just gonna go for the Ice Punch here, and then we're gonna farm up to their Hurricane count and then catch what should hopefully be a Weather Ball or Hurricane. Doesn't really matter, but still catch the Weather Ball. So very nice first game. Now the opponent's gonna reply with Ufisk, the Pancake himself, and we're just gonna no shield everything. This charge doesn't do that much damage to us, and we can just go for the Moonblast. This is not Galarian Stunfisk, who has that sub steel typing, so does a respectable amount of damage there. To be fair, not completely hardballing us. And now the second discharge coming through, and yeah, they're gonna have to go for another one here to take this out. So I'm just gonna let this go through because they're in a range now where we can farm them all the way down with our Alolan Sandslash. Alolan Sandslash gets the farm down. What is the opponent going to come back in with? They're going to come in with the Pelipper, and Weather Ball isn't actually going to do that much damage, so we're just going to let the first one go through, and now we have back-to-back Ice Punches locked and loaded on the A slash. The opponent shields up, so we're going to go for the next Ice Punch here, continuing to put pressure onto their Pelipper. They shield again, so say, right, bring in that Rayquaza, snipe him with the Rayquaza, and in the back it's Trevenant, and we see why they did want their Pelipper to go down there. And yeah, Rayquaza makes the Dragon Ascent. I accidentally pulled my screen down, but Dragon Ascent gonna be vanishing. It's Trevenant off the face of the earth, so well played. Into the next match, we see Galarian Stunfisk on the lead, and just gonna keep farming up. I tried to throw on CMP to the Earthquake, potential Earthquake, but they don't throw, so then I'm gonna make a savage catch and look to catch the Earthquake onto my Altaria, which I am successfully able to do. And now they're just going to go for Rock Slides, which is fun. Altaria, very tanky. Tanks that Rock Slide very nicely. And we're just going to continue to farm up. Going to throw the Sky Attack now on the CMP tie. Just to make the shielding decision, obviously. So we get the shield, and now we can just let Altaria go. That's perfect for us. And now A slash comes in. Gonna barely not be able to farm down, so gonna throw the Ice Punch onto CMP to the next Rock Slide, and yeah, that's fine. The opponent has a Medicham, so we're gonna throw a draw on here, just looking to get some chip damage. What I should have done there was honestly though, just completely like swapped out straight away into Rayquaza, because now I've given them an energy lead, and it's gonna be quite difficult. In the back they have a Shadow Swampert. I'm gonna go for the Breaking Swipe right now, and let's see how much damage this does. The opponent is going to commit the final shield. These Dragon Tails are absolutely rinsing through Swampert's health. And the opponent is at a Hydro. We go for good fast move timing, but the opponent makes another Hydro, but we still survive it. Rayquaza, the absolute beast, living to make another Breaking Swipe against the Medicham. Breaking Swipe coming through, that does nearly all of the remainder of Medicham's health, and we get the Dragon Tail farm down for the win. So well played to you, sir. But anyways, into the next battle, we lead into Registeel here, and I'm gonna try and throw just before 8. I remember this game actually last night. I was playing this game on nights, and I went for the Ice Punch on accident here. But anyways, I tried to throw just before they would reach a Zap Cannon or a Focus Blast, and then catch the Focus Blast on Altaria, but I was unable to catch. And now they're gonna have a Bastiodon, which is absolutely tragic. This team is pretty interesting for our team to face off against, to say the least. So just trying to chip this Bastia as much as possible, and now obviously we have to come back in with A slash. I swapped in immediately there because I want them to be switch locked, so even if they recognize at some point that they that obviously I'm weak to Bastia in the back, I really wanted, that was a nice call there, managed to call the Stone Edge after the first Stone Edge instead of Flamethrower, so we realized they're not running it. And yeah, I wanted them to be switch locked so they couldn't escape the wrath of my A slash before I bring in Rayquaza. So I'm gonna go for the Ice Punch here now to take care of the Bastiodon. We still have a bit of energy remaining on the Alolan Sandslash. The opponent has 2 left, but I figure I'm gonna immediately swap into Rayquaza, and the opponent will make the Ice Punch. And now we can look to overfarm in this matchup slightly before going to take out the Medicham, but the opponent does have 2 shields still, so this is going to be a bit tricky. And we're going to get off the first Breaking Swipe here. That is going to be shielded by the opponent. Going to go for the second one now, maintaining the proper fast move time, which is throw after 1, 3, 5, and 7 when it's 3 turn versus 2 turn, by the way. And yeah, the opponent will reach a double debuffed Ice Punch, but that still doesn't take us out. But then we come in to snipe with a Sand Slash, and we barely don't take them out. If I was a shadow there, that would have KO'd. Absolutely tragic loss there, heartbreaking. But anyways, no problem. Moving into the next one, we lead into, I think that was an Altaria actually, so we lead into Altaria, and then the opponent is going to save switch into a Marowak, so I'm going to reply with my own Altaria. The opponent goes for a Shadow Ball, that's not going to cut it, and now Altaria can go for the Sky Attack and then fully farm down the Marowak. The opponent is going to come back in with their Altaria, but they will not be able to take us out before we make the Moonblast. Moonblast going to connect onto the opponent's Altaria, and that is fantastic because Altaria has essentially just taken out 2 full health mons, and would they have a jab in the back, and we make a savage catch, catching what is probably the cross chop bait. That one shots my A slash, and then RAYQUAZA comes back in, goes for the breaking spire, just absolutely farming down the champ from full health. Absolutely insane. Absolutely criminal. Right, next battle. We lead into the Quagsire. I'm just going to look to catch the Mud Bomb straight away. Don't really want to take this damage onto my A slash. And the opponent is staying in this matchup. They will be able to go for a Stone Edge here against me, but Altaria can tank this from the non-Shadow Quagsire quite comfortably. So Stone Edge coming through here. They have like no fast move pressure, and if they are feeling frisky, they may feel like this could be getting close to Mud Bomb range, when I assure you it is it is definitely not Mud Bomb range. They are going to need at least like 3 Mud Bombs to KO from this remaining health range. The opponent now is going to come in with G-Fisk after banking a ton of energy onto their Quagsire. The G-Fisk is going to go for the straight Rock Slide to take us out, and I figure I'm going to come in with the RAYQUAZA and look to over farm and then catch back onto my Sand Slash because I know that they are switch locked. So now I'm going to farm up a ton. They are just going for Muddy Waters here now, trying to look for an attack debuff on us, but I'm going to go for the Drill Run 1 turn before they reach the next Muddy Water that they want to spam out. And now I'm going to go for the Ice Punch on CMP to the next Muddy Water. A bit of a questionable moveset there by the opponent, but not too bad. The opponent is going to come back in with the Quagsire. I feel like I'm just going to let the A slash go down and then shield up the next move here. This is the Stone Edge, going to shield it up. Perfect. The opponent still switch locked and finally able to switch out. They come in with the Noctowl, but they have no shields left. RAYQUAZA going for the Dragon Ascent. This is going to hurt. Dragon Ascent one-shots the Noctowl, and then Quagsire gets farmed down, and we win the game. So well played to the opponent. Next battle here, we lead into the Vigoroth. Obviously, counter users very scary for ASAS. Going to pivot into Altaria. The opponent will respond with another non-shadow Quagsire, and the opponent builds up to the Stone Edge. We call the bait, but because we know we can live a Stone Edge anyway, so we're going to return fire with the Sky Attack. They have no fast move pressure, and now we outpace to the next Sky Attack before they reach a Stone Edge. Sky Attack going to be shielded up by the opponent, and now we can just look to let the Altaria go down. The opponent goes for a Mud Bomb. As I said before, that's not going to cut it, and we get the full farm down onto the opponent. Absolutely crazy. The opponent is going to return with the Vigoroth, and Altaria going for this next Sky Attack. Sky Attack connects onto the Vigoroth. The opponent shows no respect for our damage, and now we can come in with the RAYQUAZA. These counters are resisted, and we are able to go for the farm down. We're going to shield up the Body Slam from Vigoroth. That would do a lot of damage. They're already at a second Body Slam, but this is fine. We can shield this up. And Body Slam coming through, going to get shielded. In the back, it's Talonflame. Going to throw after 3 for proper fast move timing here. It's 3 for 3 turn versus 5 turn. I tried to catch there. I tried to catch the Flame Charge, but I was unable to catch. But it's still resisted, so not the end of the world. We're going to go fire after 1 fast move for the good fast move timing, and Breaking Swipe going to take care of the Talonflame. So who was worried? Moving into the next match, we lead into a Whiscash, and Whiscash is quite a core breaker for this team actually, because obviously the Blizzard and the Mud Bomb. We're going to try and catch what should have hopefully been a Mud Bomb onto Altaria, and then the opponent's going to come in with Wigglytuff. Going to go for this Moonblast right now. If this connects onto the opponent, Moonblast's going to do a decent amount of damage to the Wigglytuff, and they are going to fully charm farm us all the way down. Cannot make it to a second Sky Attack there, unfortunately. Now, going to come back in with the A slash. Going to let the first move go through. It is just a play rough that is resisted by us, and now going to farm up a ton of energy on the A slash. Going to go far off the move after 4 here, the Ice Punch, just to take them out. And now we have a Drill Run banked for this Whiscash. Drill Run going to come through, connecting onto the Whiscash. And tough call to make here. Going to just let the A-Slash go down though and look to fully farm down with RAYQUAZA. And this could be a potential Blizzard here, so going to shield it up. It is the Blizzard, and now we could fully farm down. But no, the opponent comes in with a Skarmory. Absolutely quite a questionable team composition from the opponent. But yeah, going for the breaking swipes, trying to put them in, just trying to reduce their attack as much as possible. But they still have 2 shields. Skarmory is just so thick, and this is looking quite tough now. RAYQUAZA building up to the next breaking swipe, winning CMP over this, the opponent's Sky Attack here. This is the 3rd stage debuff onto Skarmory. You're going to see just how classy RAYQUAZA is. Triple debuff, Sky Attack is just going to take us out anyway. So, man, RAYQUAZA is fun to use, but it just cannot take a hit. But anyways, into the next battle. Moving on, we have a Drifblim on the lead. And this is a very good lead for A-Slash, and they're staying in here, which tells me that they potentially could be core broken by A-Slash. So A-Slash is going to go for the first Ice Punch, and now I'm going to pivot out into Altaria, looking to catch the Shadow Ball. And we are able to catch the Shadow Ball. And I just also wanted to assess whether or not they have Icy Wind on this Drifblim. So I'm going to just look to do chip damage with my Altaria, and they are running Icy Wind. So now that I know that, I know I definitely cannot bring RAYQUAZA into this thing. So I'm going to use A-Slash to take out this Drifblim with Ice Punch. The opponent commits a shield, and now I definitely know. I'm going to definitely shield my A-Slash here. They are definitely core broken. A-Slash going to fully farm down this Drifblim, and now in comes a Lantern. So there it is. We're going to go for the Drill Run on the CMP tied to the Surf. And yeah, Drill Run coming through onto this Lantern, and that's going to do a very nice amount of damage to the opponent. And I'm just going to let the Surf go through. And then they snipe us with the Toxic Rope, which is fine because we just come in with the RAYQUAZA. And now we're going to go for the Breaking Swipe here. Breaking Swipe, going to delete this Toxic Rope, a very glassy Pokemon. And now back in comes the Lantern. The opponent recognizes that it's over and stops attacking my RAYQUAZA. Breaking Swipe, going to connect onto the Lantern and take them out. Well played to you, sir. Thank you very much for the game. That was the last battle of the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Great League RAYQUAZA was actually a ton of fun, although it's very, very glassy. It cannot take a single hit. Like, even debuffed hits do tons of damage to this Pokemon, unless, of course, it's resisted. But even so, it was still hurt, like an absolute ton. So, definitely not like a valid option to climb, but man, dead fun to use for sure. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.